And a very good evening from Petaluma High School. It's a historic VVAL opener, Justin-Siena and Petaluma. And I'm Griffin Epstein.
And I'm Peter Canale.
And there is a lot of excitement, Peter, because tonight is history. It's the first time Petaluma boys basketball has ever played a Vine Valley Athletic League game.
Yeah, they are, I believe, 3-9 on the season here, and it's going to be a really great time for them to sort of clear their slate and start anew here and prove themselves in a very competitive league.
And league play is always the most important part of the season. Petaluma believes they can be very competitive in a league that has a lot of parity, and Justin-Siena is one of those teams. They're a very balanced, strong team, aren't they?
Yeah, they have the best preseason score with 7-3.
Yeah, in the league.
Yeah, but they did lose to American Canyon on their first league game, so we don't really know what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Two teams both really needing victories tonight because of that. Justin-Siena wants to be competitive in league. They don't want to fall to 0-2 in league. Oh, sorry. They don't want to fall to 0-2 in league, but Petaluma badly needs a win, as he said, at 3-9. Justin-Siena will be looking at Liam McDivitt. He's their junior captain. He has been on fire of late. He led the team in scoring against American Canyon. He's averaging over 10 points per game. For Petaluma, who are they going to look for tonight to get some W's?
Well, I'd say sophomore here, Esteban Bermudez. He has been really good last game. He's been really good these past couple games, on fire, plays with a ton of energy. He scored, I believe, 19 points against Hayward in their last game, which is pretty impressive, so I keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, he's led the team in scoring in the last 3 games that he has played. He's really electric all over the court. They're going to need him, but they're going to need other players to step up, such as team captain County Alexander. It feels like if they want to stay with the Justin-Siena Braves, a very experienced team. We'll get into them more as the game goes on, but even though Justin-Siena has a new coach, they have 6 seniors on their team, 8 returners. It's a hostile atmosphere, isn't it, tonight? But do you feel like Justin-Siena might be able to deal with that with their experience?
Yeah.
So that should be very interesting. We are just a couple moments away from tip Friday night history here between Petaluma and Justin-Siena. It's a big one. A lot of energy. Should be fun here tonight, Peter. It's always so exciting to start league play, and as you said, a chance to start anew, especially because Petaluma has only 3 wins to start the year. A couple disappointing losses early in the year for them.
Definitely, Have we played?
No, these teams haven't played ever before in franchise history.
Never, yeah.
Or school history. So we're going to let you listen into PA announcer Mike Barabalt for the starting lineups.
And your Petaluma Trojans. Let's meet the starters. First for the visiting Braves, a senior, number 10, Landon Mystical. A senior, number 2, Barrett Donahue. A senior, number 21, Kevin Galvin. A junior, number 24, Solomon Antoni. And a junior, number 32, Liam McDivitt. The Braves are coached by David Granucci, assisted by John Nesbitt, Matt Huffman, and Eli Granada. Now to the starters for your Petaluma Trojans. A senior, number 1, Zach Clark. A junior, number 32, Sam Brown. A senior, number 3, Robbie Isaiah. A sophomore, number 11, Esteban Bermudez. And a senior, number 21, Penny Alexander. The Trojans are coached by Scott Davis, assisted by Steve Mark and Nick Young.
Was your starting lineups for Petaluma and Justin-Siena, and we are going to get the national anthem before the historic tip here, this VVAL opener. See, We are ready to go. Petaluma, Justin-Siena varsity boys basketball here live on Trojan Live from the Petaluma High School gym. Trojans will start with Bermudez, Clark, Alexander, Brown, and Izetta. 3 seniors out there, but it's a very young Petaluma team, and that's been part of their growing pains, Peter, hasn't it, early?
Yeah, they definitely have a lack of experience compared to some other teams, but they do have some skill here.
Very well said. 7 seniors for Petaluma, 4 sophomores, and Bermudez, who starts, and you see Perez as well, too. They're very talented sophomores that Peter referenced. Justin-Siena will win the tip, and they'll start with the ball. That's Barrett Donahoe, their point guard. He's second on the team in scoring. Nice pass inside, but unable to finish was Landon Mispagel, the starting center. Should be a fast-paced, physical game. Both these teams like to play hard-nosed defense. Don't expect a lot of scoring. Izetta looked like an air ball, but it was deflected. At least he thought it was, but they're going to say Justin-Siena ball. Trojans will play a press here, which we haven't seen a lot so far this year. Justin-Siena struggled on Wednesday night when they faced American Canyon. The Wolves pressed them a lot, and Justin-Siena had a lot of turnovers. They had a slow start in that game. We'll see if they start better here, but so far 0 for 2. Alexander just wasn't looking for that pass from Brown after he pulled down the board. Trojans first turner. Petaluma needs to limit turnovers, don't they, Peter? They've had a lot of that so far this year.
They've been quite failing in that area, so it's going to be, they really have to focus on it tonight.
Beautiful pass inside. Landon Mispagel, who missed a easy shot to start the game. Well, to the line for 2. You can see the Braves have some experience. Their offense looks in rhythm.
Yeah, definitely. They look like they know what they're doing and are very in sync, so it'll be tough for Petaluma to get through them here.
A remarkable 8 returning players on this varsity team as Mispagel's is missed. Last year, the Braves were 10-16 overall. They were 3-11 in a very good Marin County Athletic League, but they are under a new coach, and David Granucci. They've had 3 coaches in the last 3 years, so the players are similar, but they did have to install a new system. 1-0. Bermudez from downtown, and he hits a 4-point play potential for Bermudez.
Great shot there, definitely. Like we said, he's going to be scoring a lot of points tonight.
He has been Petaluma's go-to. He had 11 points in the first quarter, Peter, on Tuesday night, and the Trojans lost to Hayward.
Wow, yeah. He scored 19 points that game, too, so that's very impressive.
A quick starter, and he's already got 4 with the 4-point play, and Petaluma leads 4-1. It's the first time all season long, at least I have seen them in the games I've been at, put this press on, trying to bother Justin-Siena, but they look comfortable in their offense. George Hines has entered for Petaluma.
Bermudez going for the layup here, and he makes it.
He is all over the floor right now for Petaluma, isn't he?
He really is. Justin-Siena will really have to look out for him here.
Yeah, they have to find a way to stop him, otherwise it could be a long night. Foul on the Trojans, stalling this press. The Braves have struggled to score points this year. They pride themselves on their defense. But against American Canyon in their VVAL opener, a loss to the Wolves at home in Napa. They lost 47-40, and they scored 3 points in the fourth quarter. Acrobatic move, but unable to finish, was Galvin. And it will go Trojan ball. Justin-Siena's record does look good, Peter, but a lot of it is they haven't played as strong a competition as Petaluma's played.
Yeah, definitely. They've faced teams like El Molino and
Petaluma's former
yeah.
SCL foe, not exactly a foe. I'd call him more of the bottom of the league. Bermudez off that time.
George Tynes here.
What a pass to Clark. Well, the Trojans are playing with a lot of energy to start. They look like they want this game.
Yeah, definitely.
The other end in the finish, Solomon Anatoni, who can also score for Justin-Siena, one of their leaders, even though he was on JV last year. He's also a football player, was an outstanding wide receiver for the Brave football team. Fine. Brown inside. Trojans are using their height early, and they have 10 points in the first 3 minutes. Electric start here by Petaluma, and they lead by 7. Pounding defense by Bermudez. The Trojans, this is up-in-your-face, hard-nosed defense so far, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been really tight on their defense. They haven't been able to score.
Well, maybe not there, as a lay-in by Miss Puggle. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Trojans played good defense against Hayward on Tuesday, and they fought hard against a good Farmers team. Only trailed by 1 point at the half, but the Farmers went on a run in the third quarter, a 7-0 run, and Petaluma couldn't make their way back. Trojans didn't play well in the second half against Santa Rosa either, so it's often Petaluma started games well, but it's been that second half that's been a struggle. We'll see how they do tonight. Alexander! Yes!
Ooh, what a three!
Oh, if the Trojans get their big man involved, that's huge.
Definitely, yeah. He's going to be a force of nature. It's really hard for people to get through him.
And he can hit the three and be so versatile. He can be hard to stop. Justin-Siena getting things going. They enter on the outer end with Miss Puggle. Well, we thought this was going to be a low-scoring defensive affair, but so far, up and down. Teams haven't had problems with the press. Good shooting. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Offensive foul on Alexander. Only the second turnover so far for Petaluma. Has to be one of their keys so far to scoring, as they just haven't turned the ball over.
Yeah, definitely.
You're a young team, you especially struggle with turnovers. Petaluma has struggled a lot with turnovers so far this year. We were live streaming their game last Friday, a 70-52 loss to Santa Rosa, and their offense especially struggled in the second half when they turned the ball over. Ticky-tack foul on Clark. It's already the 15th foul.
Yeah. Good shot there by, who was that? Good shot by Jaden Satin.
Justin-Siena clawing their way back so far. Both teams' offense looking in rhythm to start. This has been a good one to start here, Peter.
Yeah, ironically, how both teams also have really good defense, but the offense this game has really been electric.
I think it might be about the energy. This is the first VVAL game for Petaluma. We talked about the importance for Justin-Siena. They don't want to fall to 0-2 in league play. You got to win this game. Both teams need it.
Yeah, both teams do need it. It will definitely determine the future for both these teams later in the season, I think.
Now the energy's been great on both sides this Friday night affair. Trojans will continue to play tomorrow night against Nevada, and me and Peter will be back right here, same time, 7 o'clock tip. So the Trojans play their final game of 2018 tomorrow night. Should be a good game against the Nevada Hornets. It'll be the third year in a row those teams have played. It's been close every time.
Good three by number 3, Robbie Izetta there.
The Trojans so far have got everything going offensively. Izetta hitting threes, Bermudez electric, Alexander's gone involved. It's hard to be stopped if all the elements are working. Exceptional first quarter for this Petaluma offense. And the answer.
That was Justin-Siena's star player there.
Liam
McDivitt. Yeah, he's definitely going to be.
Yeah, he hadn't had any points before that, but he hits the 3 there, and it looked pure. Averaging double digits on the season. The team captain is only a junior. Had 20 points, and the Braves' season opening loss to Marin Catholic. 15 points when the Braves knocked off Ukiah in the Redwood Empire tournament up in Healdsburg. Braves turn it over. Sullivan will enter for the Trojans. Brown will take a seat. He provided good energy. Perez as well. There's some students here, Peter, but it's, honestly, it's being a Friday night, finals just ended, I thought there would have been more.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you must want some sleep after studying all night.
Yeah, you're tired. I get it. Look inside to Sullivan, and he's not the man you want posting up. Trojans are playing small here, really, with 4 guards. 16-12, Petaluma leads. 2 minutes left to go here. Both offenses electric out of the gate. Both teams shooting well, moving the ball well. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers. It's been excellent basketball by the Braves and the Trojans. Shot clock down to 10 as the 3 balls off the mark.
And Bermudez coming down the middle here.
McDavid unable to hit that time. Bermudez helped the Trojans get an offense going and a quick 6 points, including a 4-point play. Alexander and Izetta, along with a bucket of Tynes, who picked up the slack. Izetta threw it into the seats. Junior high, 8th grade and 7th grade boys basketball teams are in attendance tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Like Izetta was trying to pass it on, forgot they're not in high school yet.
Not yet.
Actually, they're going to say it was deflected, so never mind. State Trojan ball. Shot clock will not reset, so it's down to 15. Excellent hands, poking it away is Donahoe running the floor. Unable to finish, though. Excellent job by Bermudez. He's only a sophomore, but man, he doesn't look like an underclassman.
No, definitely not. He is very, very knowledgeable in this game, and that really shows in the court.
Made a mistake there, ran down the floor, contested the layup, and Petaluma gets the ball. That's a senior captain-like play. Trojans playing with a lot of energy. It's kind of been Jekyll and Hyde this year for Petaluma. They put quarters and halves together and looked really good. The young team clicking, and they've had halves and quarters where things have just looked horrible. Perez, that would have been sweet if it fell. Nice contest, though, by Justin-Siena. Under a minute left to go here in this quick-moving first quarter. Historic first game in Vine Valley Athletic League play for Petaluma basketball. Offensive board, but it won't fall for Miss Bagel, who's been active inside. He's the tallest player out in the court, and the Trojans don't have Alexander out there either. 3-7 differential between shot clock and game clock. Tynes!
Ooh, Tynes, nice layup there.
What a move by the big man. He's got 4. Well, Tynes is struggling a little bit offensively. He looks in rhythm tonight so far, doesn't he?
Definitely, yeah. Maybe the league play is getting to them, and they really understand that they really have to step up their game here.
Yeah, you're hyped up for this.
Yeah.
Now it counts for real, right? 5 seconds left, shot clock turned off. Miss Bagel off the mark, and that will do it for this first half. End of the first quarter. It's the Petaluma Trojans 18 and the Justin-Siena Braves 12. Well, excellent first quarter by both teams, but especially by Petaluma. Bermudez with 8 points, but everyone from Petaluma was getting in on the act, weren't they?
They were, yeah. Things were really clicking this round. They were able to work well and defense and offense, so it'll be interesting to see what they do for the next 3 quarters.
The Trojans, I think, in every game they've played going back to November have shown spurts where they can play like this. They can piece everything together with Bermudez and Izetta and Alexander because they have the talent, as you mentioned, to play really good basketball. But the question is, can they keep on doing this for the full game?
Right, yeah, that will truly be a test. So they'll sort of get more burnt out, too, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond to that.
Yeah, conditioning is a big thing, and I mentioned that Petaluma struggled in second halves of late. Last Friday against Santa Rosa, they trailed by 5 at the half. Santa Rosa outscored them by 19 points in the third quarter. And then Hayward on Tuesday night, Petaluma was just down 1. And a 7-point run by the Farmers, and Hayward never really looked back. Petaluma wasn't able to get back in that game. Difference here, though, Petaluma's leading more convincingly. Up by 6, they've led by as much as 8 and led the whole game. They've been in control. They need to keep the energy up as Perez travels. Turnovers aren't going to help. Appreciate everyone tuning in here live to our broadcast, and feel free to leave any comments in the live chat. If you like this video, check out our other basketball videos. Subscribe to our channel whenever we go live. Thrown away, a little bit sloppy by this experienced Justin-Siena squad. Barrett Donahoe, who is also the starting quarterback for the Braves football team, throws it away. Surprising, Donahoe was the all-VVAL quarterback of the year. He can throw the ball, Peter.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how this translates to baseball. Basketball here.
Basketball, Peter.
Yeah,
he's getting a little ahead of himself. Excited for spring on this winter solstice.
Indeed.
Sullivan was looking backdoor for Perez, but Siena had it covered. Petaluma's going to have to keep on hitting their shots, and Izetta had a good look, but not that time. Sullivan, jumper won't go either. Another offensive board pulled down by the Trojans. Offensive boards are huge for this Petaluma offense. Will help them keep going.
Yeah. Bermudez the ball. Going for the 3, and he makes it.
Bermudez a long 2. Man, you just got to keep on shooting when you're this hot, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, it was a 2. I'm sorry.
And Bermudez, 10 points now. 10 of the Trojans' 20. Foul is on Petaluma. That's a 16th foul. So the Braves will be in the bonus the rest of the way. My bad, offensive foul. Second on the Braves. Ivan Cortez will enter. Perez already in. The Trojans had 3 sophomores out there and a junior that wasn't on varsity last year. That is remarkable youth, isn't it?
Yeah, especially for the points they've been scoring this game. It seems to be working very well for them.
Cortez has become a bigger part of the Trojan rotation. He's played well of late. Bermudez. He can't be stopped. Esteban Bermudez again from downtown. The sophomore is on fire. 13 points. Can Justin-Siena cool the sophomore down, Peter?
We hope not, but you never know.
Certainly Trojan fans hope not. Hayward was able to slow him down after 11 points in the first quarter. He ended up with 18. He is absolutely on fire. Perez called for the foul, and Justin-Siena will head to the line. McDivitt, who Trojans have done a good job of slowing down, only has 3 points to the line. Justin-Siena, they've been unable to stop Petaluma's leading scorer in Bermudez, but the Trojans have done a nice job with McDivitt, who we talked about in the open how talented he is shooting, and Petaluma's almost totally shut him down.
Right, I mean, that will be really key in getting this victory tonight, and they've done a good job at it.
He shut down a leading scorer. For a Justin-Siena team that doesn't have a lot of depth, even though they have a lot of experience, it's going to be hard to know where to look. Braves certainly haven't played bad defense tonight, but Petaluma's offense has been electric. Cortez and a foul! These sophomores for Petaluma are doing it all.
They really are.
The 5'10", 170-pound sophomore. Some big minutes in the Trojans' close loss to Montgomery. He's also on the varsity football team. He's called up for NCS. Offensive board by Gehring. Blocked. State Trojan ball. As if Petaluma didn't have enough sophomores in, they are going to put all 4 sophomores into the game. This is the Vine Valley Athletic League opener in the second quarter, and the Petaluma Trojans have 4 sophomores on the court.
Well, yeah, but these sophomores are very electric players, and we see that they're very dedicated, and they've been the lead scorers this game.
They leave Bermudez open, and he finally misses. Maybe he needs contested jumpers. I don't know how they left the hottest shooter on the court that wide open. Justin-Siena caught a break there. Trojans have their biggest lead of the game. It's 11. The Braves need some scoring to answer. Fouls are going to help. McDivitt, no, I should say White. Humphreys, the sophomore forward, will get to the line for 2. 7th-team foul on Petaluma, so they are in the bonus, so this is a shooting foul. Humphreys off the mark.
Student section's looking a lot more lively now.
Yeah, starting to fill up there. Trying to encourage a miss. Well, at least they're standing up. And we're doing a lot to actually encourage him to miss it besides standing up and staring at him uncomfortably, but...
That can sometimes be a trick, though.
That's not going to be it.
Some mental warfare.
Bermudez is going to get his first break and a much-deserved one for the Trojan sophomore, 13 points. Izette has hit a 3. He's the Trojans' floor leader. 3-year varsity player, the only 3-year varsity player on these young Trojans. Gehring.
Oh, this is the layup.
Oh, he had the move, he just didn't have the finish.
That's right. That's key, though, in scoring.
Yeah, the rim was the best defense there for the Braves. Petaluma's only averaging 48 points per game. They have 25 points, and we still have over halfway to play in the second quarter. Donahoe will just threw up a wild shot. It doesn't go. Petaluma's got numbers the other way. Perez lays it. Timeout. David Granucci.
The Trojans are now up by more than 10, 12 points actually here in the almost halfway through the second half.
Yeah, well, what an effort by Petaluma. We talked about it when they got one quarter, played one excellent quarter. They're continuing to do an even better defense. Their defense has been pretty good all season long, only averaged 53 points a game. Justin-Siena is having headaches.
Yeah, definitely. They're really dominating Siena here, and that'll be key, because they have to shut off key players like Liam Devitt, who will just steamroll him if he gets the opportunity.
How does Petaluma keep their foot on the gas pedal? Their youth has often come back to bite them, especially in the second half. As we've talked, Justin-Siena is so experienced. They have 8 seniors on this team. They're not going to give up. How does Petaluma keep on going?
Well, it's really sort of like a mental game, like play your players when you need to play them and just shut them down when you can. You just have to play a better game, honestly.
Yeah, the defense has to be huge. Petaluma's defense is limited to the Braves scoring. If you can't score, you can't come back.
No.
This place is rocking with the Trojans up 12 and playing some of their best basketball of the year. Braves a long time coming out of the huddle. Brand new head coach in David Granucci. He's in his first year, 40 years old. Last year was the associate head coach at St. Martin's College Catholic School in Wisconsin. He definitely looks the part of a basketball player, doesn't he, Peter?
He does. He's a very tall fellow.
Yeah, he's intimidating. Garahan nearly took it away. Julian Garahan, the talented tall sophomore, has also gotten more playing time late. He brings good energy. Nothing
and nice turnover by was that
rebound by
Perez
Garahan.
there, yeah.
So on the freshman team last year, the 6'5", 180-pound sophomore called up for his height. He's the tallest player on the team. He's gotten more and more action as the season's gone on. You grow up the varsity team. Foul on, offensive foul on Gehring. Senior for Petaluma. 8th team foul on the Trojans. Under 4 to go in this first half. Justin-Siena badly needing points. So that's just their 3rd bucket of the second quarter. With Miss Pagel leads them in scoring. He's been the only production for them. They need other players to set up.
They do, yeah.
Dimmitt's been quiet. Donahoe's kind of throwing up some crazy shots. He hasn't looked in rhythm. And Tony's been on the bench for most of the game.
Nice shot by Cortez there.
These sophomores, it's a big game. You talked about how important. They don't look afraid.
They don't know, and that's important too.
Cortez, his first points of the game. Garahan nearly took it away. They're going to call a foul. Not a good call. Head coach Scott Bears, you can see him giving the instructions to Garahan, providing some defense. In his fourth year, he's 41-37 overall. He was 21-13 in the Sonoma County League. And Petaluma now in their first game in the brand new Vine Valley Athletic League. He's done a good job with this young team. A coach is so vital with the young team.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They're gonna look to him for inspiration, and especially in basketball too, where the coach is extremely important.
Yeah, every player matters so much because it's a small team.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you've seen the development with these sophomores. Coach Bears, after Trojans lost to Santa Rosa last Friday, talked about we're going to see a new and improved Petaluma Trojan team in the near future. We didn't know when that would be, but it looks like maybe it's tonight.
Maybe.
The Trojans lead by 10. They can't pull a complete game together.
Oh, an air ball by
Yeah, the Trojans, debatably best player in Alexander, who led the team in scoring at least early. He sat on the bench, and Petaluma's still been able to rack up points.
Yeah.
All the more impressive, Alexander continues to struggle with foul trouble. He has 2 fouls. He's basically struggled with foul trouble all year long, and it's just been a really unfortunate part of Alexander's game. Foul called on Brown, who is perplexed by the call. Justin-Siena making a living at the line here. Petaluma's got to stop fouling.
They really do, yeah. It seems to be their biggest problem here.
3 buckets make it easy. On Tuesday night, the Trojans lost to Hayward. Hayward shot 35 free throws.
30.
They got 20 points off the line.
This will definitely be key for Petaluma to stop fouling.
Done a good job early, but now the double bonus is the Braves. There was a line violation, so that second free throw doesn't count. Jaden Satan, sophomore forward at the line. Satin, I should say. And Alexander, he loves to power post up. Travel. It's been a struggle for Alexander. He's so talented, he's so physical. You talked about him being a force of nature.
Right.
Feels like it's in his head, his struggles right now. It's a mental game, as he said. And Alexander really hasn't been himself since early in the year. Now the Braves turn it over on a travel. Alexander had 26 points against Windsor in the Trojans Foundation game.
Yeah. He will definitely, it'll be interesting to see what he does this game.
Yeah, I mean, he has the size at 6'3", 228 pounds, and he has the skill. He was at Cardinal Newman as an underclassman on their freshman and JV teams to play with the best of them.
Speaking of him, there he goes. 2 points right there.
That's what you want to see, Alexander posting up inside. And his teammates got to get him involved and get him in a good position, too, with good passes. Isaiah steals it away. Alexander the outlet. And he'll head to the line.
No.
Alexander maybe getting involved, getting some confidence. Badly needed. 5 points for the Trojans' co-captain. Zach Clark, the other co-captain, will re-enter for Petaluma. Cortez, who provided excellent energy, will take a seat. 1:29 remaining in the second quarter. 31-20. Trojans have led wire to wire so far. They've led by as much as 14. Excellent job, especially offensively, by the Trojans in this first half. Bermudez is re-entered for Petaluma as well. He leads the Trojans in scoring with 13. Braves need someone to get a hot hand. Braves have gotten a lot of low-scoring victories, helped rack up their record to 7-2. Wind down the shot clock. Offensive board. Don't want that. Zachary Keeper, the senior forward, one of the 6 seniors on the Braves. So we go under a minute, an 18-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Finishing halves so vital. Brown.
Oh.
Now Justin-Siena could cut this to a 2-possession game potentially.
They could, yeah.
That would be huge.
That would be huge for them.
Braves are 7-3 overall. They know how to win. Coming off a close loss to potentially the league favorite American Canyon. Lost by 7, hung around the Wolves for most of the game. 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Donahoe has been off balance and off the mark all game.
And as a
5 seconds left.
And Bermudez goes for, oh.
Not that time. And that will do it for the first half. The Trojans lead the Braves 31-22. An excellent first half by Petaluma. I do think you have to be kind of disappointed. I don't think they finished that half great, especially with all the fouls, and they're actually only up 9.
Wow, yeah. I mean, at the end of the first quarter, they were up by 13 or 11, so
Yeah.
definitely starting lacking here, yeah.
The offense wasn't going to keep up at the same rate, but the fouls were the big issue, it seemed like, in that second quarter. They're still up 9, but Justin-Siena, they came back against American Canyon, took a lead late in the fourth, turned out falling. They know how to win. Petaluma's really struggled in the third quarter. How do they make sure to keep things up, keep that energy up?
Well, obviously, they need to keep the energy up, really, but I feel like fouls can be pretty demoralizing, so that's going to be important for them to really make sure they're on their game.
Bermudez has obviously been the player. Well, why is he so talented? I mean, he was on fire.
I don't know. I do not know why he's so talented, but he has definitely been carrying this team here.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
13. No, I interrupted you.
No, I don't have much to say. Don't worry about it.
You have so much to say.
I am fine. Don't worry about it, Griffin.
13 points for Bermudez in this game. He had 19 points on Tuesday against Hayward. He had 18 points last Friday against Santa Rosa. He had 11 points against one of the best teams in Sonoma County in Montgomery.
Right, yeah.
Remarkable. He was second on the JV team in scoring last year as a freshman. He's a special talent, isn't he? And
he really is, yeah.
He seemed like he created so much for the other players, too. Once he got hot, we saw other players get involved on the court.
Right, definitely a natural leader on the court here. He really, the electricity he provides that goes through the other people really help.
And for a young team, you want to build them up and improve them, and you know it's going to take time to develop. And then they're struggling a little bit early in the year while they're young, but you can only make that excuse for so long. Petaluma looks like tonight that youth has really grown up.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, this is a vital game for them. It's their first league game history almost, and
it's a VVAL game in history.
Yeah, it could help decide the fate of their later game. So They really have to be on the ball today.
And with the Trojans 3-9 overall, it was a rough start in their pre-league. They've lost 4 out of their last 5, and their only victory was to St. Vincent's. Sonoma Valley is leading Casa Grande by 4 points at the half. That's another VVAL game going on. Just wanted to update you tonight. Is that better? And Trojans lead by 9 here. So for an excellent start. It's been a good atmosphere. They think they can compete in VVAL and be good to get a victory, as I mentioned, with their struggles. Being unable to just get victories. Trojans lost 2 out of 3 at the Fred Eichen tournament, lost 2 out of 3 at the Rose City tournament. They've played well against some good teams. They have had a tough schedule, but now you have to get victories. And I think the pre-league will prepare them for this Vine Valley. Justin-Siena, maybe not the most talented team in the league, but they're feisty, and every game's going to be like this. They're feisty, good teams.
Right.
And experience, and they know how to win. Very different than the Sonoma County League last year.
Right. It's like you said, the Vine Valley League is an extremely competitive league. the Trojans really have to be on their game here, and this is a great example of what they do have to do for the rest of the
And I think it's a good thing for Petaluma because they are such a young team. They need to develop, and they want to play day in and day out those good teams. So even though it's hard to have 9 losses on your early slate, playing Sonoma County powerhouse Montgomery, playing one of the best teams in Marin County and San Marin, playing SCL rival Annalee, those games are really important for building up, and they'll continue to get similar games in Viandale.
Yeah, definitely.
The question is, now that they've grown up, can they actually win them? So it should be interesting to see. I'm live on air. So, Justin-Siena, Petaluma, wanted to talk as we are at the half. We'll see if we can maybe grab someone for an interview at some point.
Sure, yeah, right now.
Or maybe, will Justin come over? No, he's too far away. If you have any comments in the live chat, we're up to 5 years. Please leave any comments here for our halftime show. But a very interesting thing, I was doing some research today on Justin-Siena, and fun fact, Justin-Siena has 2 first-round NBA draft picks that have graduated in the last 5 years from Justin-Siena High School.
Really? First-round draft pick? That's impressive.
Now, Justin-Siena's, I mean, they're a decent team. I don't see NBA players out there, though, do you?
I don't see them, no, but that's really interesting to know, actually.
Right. Well, there is a reason behind that. They did not play basketball at Justin-Siena High.
Oh, no.
Some of you might know at in Napa County, in the city of Napa, they have Prolific Prep, which is a basketball academy. They've risen up across the country. It was just started 4 years ago, but it's become one of the most prestigious basketball academies in the whole nation. And it was actually started by a former Casa Grande head coach who met with Josh Jackson, who, if you're an NBA fan, you will definitely heard of. He was the 4th pick overall in the draft 2 years ago with the Phoenix Suns. He was the #1 overall recruit in the nation and went to Kansas and led them to the Elite 8 3 years ago. And he was coming over to California, wanted to transfer from Michigan. He was initially, the reports were he was going to go to Justin-Siena because he wanted to move to California, but it actually turned out being that Prolific Prep was started because he showed up.
Right.
So, however, the first couple years, Prolific Prep had a partnership with Justin-Siena, so academically, Prolific Prep's not a school, it's just a basketball academy. They would go, the players would have their education at Justin-Siena.
Right, yeah, that's cool, yeah, definitely.
Another notable player, Gary Trent Jr., who, especially for college basketball fan, was on the Duke Blue Devils last year, one of the top teams in the country, one of their top players. He's now with the Portland Trail Blazers. He was a first-round pick of the Kings earlier this year. He also graduated from Justin-Siena. He was on Prolific Prep. Now, the Prolific Prep players do no longer go academically to Justin-Siena. They now go to Napa Christian. Well, with that, Justin has joined us. You want to, Justin, quick analysis, Justin Plumtree joining us. Trojans look pretty good. Justin, in that first half, you impressed?
Yeah, we got the lead, so that's all that kind of matters. Probably box out a little better. They're getting quite a few offensive rebounds. Other than that, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, we will keep you longer, Justin. That was Justin Plumtree, who's one of our Trojan Live Pro anchors.
He is.
Prolific Prep, if you're a basketball fan and want to see them, they play a lot of their home games at Napa Community College. They still have top recruits coming in, including Jordan Brown, who was the number 19 overall recruit in the country. And he is committed to the Nevada Wolfpack, Eric Musselman's team, one of the top 10 teams in the entire country. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of very strong players there, obviously.
So it's interesting, the players haven't played basketball at Justin-Siena, but you've had some of the top basketball players in the country the last couple years actually go to Justin-Siena High School.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Definitely.
We've got 2 minutes left before the start of the second half. Again, if you have any comments, please feel free to do that. Both teams are back out on court. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we have more varsity boys basketball. The Trojans take on the Nevada Hornets. This will be the 3rd straight year they've played And both times, last year Nevada won in their home gym. It was a single-digit game. 2 years ago, Petaluma won here at Petaluma, and it was also a single-digit game. So games are always competitive between the two. If the Trojans can pull out a victory, it's a very winnable game. If they can piece 2 victories together for the first time all season long and go into 2019 on a winning streak, that would have to be huge for them, wouldn't it?
That would definitely be huge. Just for a young team like this, that would really be a morale booster for them.
So that'll be big, so don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock again right here for boys basketball action as they take on the Nevada Hornets. Well, we just finished up finals here at Petaluma High School, Peter, and we head into winter break. What's that been like, the environment at school and moving on into winter break?
You know, really a happy environment. I know I'm psyched to get out of here. But, yeah.
A lot of energy, I think, at this game because it's a little smaller because people are tired. But it's nice.
Definitely. But also they're really, like, you know, pumped up, excited for Christmas and all that good stuff that's happening. So
yeah, that is coming up. The girls soccer team is out at Steve Ellison Field, and they're also playing Justin-Siena as well. So we got a lot of sports going on tonight. Petaluma and the Braves.
Yeah. Night to remember, yeah.
So ready to go, start of the second half here between Justin-Siena and Petaluma. And we'll see if the Trojans can stop their third quarter blues. Back-to-back games, they have been severely outscored in the third quarter. See what adjustments the Braves make. David Granucci, mentioned coach at St. Martin's. He also grew up in Marin County, played and coached at Drake High School as their team captain. Shot clock is down to 1. And it will go out of bounds. That was not the possession you'd want out of the locker room if you're the Braves, is it?
Definitely not. Bermudez, no.
Go ahead.
No, never mind. You go.
Oh, Peter, come on.
All right, Izetta here with the ball, passing to Bermudez.
Granucci was also a head coach at Inside Alexander.
And Kenny Alexander.
Oh, man, that was a blank.
That was definitely, yeah, they had tag teamed in there. There's 5 people on him.
Mentioning before Granucci went to St. Martin's in Wisconsin, he was the head coach at Community College of Marin for 3 years, including being named the coach of the league in 2015. So plenty of experience, but they need to get some offense going, especially for this experienced team. And the shooters and scorers are Justin-Siena, but the only points they've gotten have been from the free-throw line.
Yeah. They've had some scores, but definitely the fouls is what's killing the Trojans here.
First foul on Petaluma. George Tynes re-enters. Petaluma looking to get its historic versus Vine Valley Athletic League victory. Travel on Bermudez. You don't want those turnovers. Petaluma did an excellent job in that first half, limiting those turnovers.
Yeah, definitely. They've definitely been struggling with this in the past especially against Hartfield. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Against Hayward last game. So it's very vital for them. They've been handling it very well here.
Tynes off the mark. A lower scoring start to the second half, and maybe it would be a little bit low scoring in the second half. We expected both those teams, with their great defense, to that be a big part of this game. But both teams were good offensively in the first. Justin-Siena can't get it to go. They remain ice cold. Ouch. Hard fall by Kevin Galvin. Justin-Siena senior starters. He's called for the foul, though. Crash to the ground, and you can hear the skin meet the floor. Tynes lays it in. (33-22) the score. Under 6 left to go here in the third quarter. Petaluma looking to go 1-0 in the Vine Valley Athletic League title. And who knows? There's a lot of parity in this league, but maybe they compete for a league title. What was the score? Woo! Proud And the girls soccer team has just wrapped up their game, and they destroyed Justin-Siena, Peter.
7-0, yeah.
Hannah Herman and Nicolette Starkey have just made their way in after they destroyed the Braves in their Vine Valley Athletic League opener. This girls soccer team are pretty good, aren't they, Peter?
They're very good this season. I believe they're yet to lose a game.
Yeah, they have not lost a game. They have one draw, but that makes them 5-0-1 now. And they are right now favorites for a Vine Valley Athletic League title, and they make their name known with a rout of the Braves. There's some shooting. Badly needed.
That was
yeah, that's McDivitt.
Yeah, McDivitt. They gotta definitely stay on him this second half because he will get out of hand.
Right, and he can go off. He can get hot like Bermudez did.
Definitely, yeah.
In that first half, but if he can't get going, it's hard to know where the scoring will come for the Braves. But they're only down 6 points right now, as much as it feels like Petaluma's in control of this game.
Right, yeah. You never know when they can come back at you.
And they're hanging around. They've cut this lead down to 6. Petaluma's led by as much as 14. Hasn't really been a run. They have tightened the score. There is some sweat being cleaned up. Little perspiration on the hardwood. The ref had to do the housekeeping himself. Some schools have a cleaner, but Petaluma's just not into that janitor thing. Though we have excellent janitors.
We do, yeah.
Here at Petaluma High, don't get me wrong. Petaluma needs some points here. The Braves chipping away. There's a 9-point lead for Petaluma at the half, and it's down to 6. Bermudez so hot in that first half. 13 points, 9 of them in the first quarter. Good hands by Donahoe to nearly knock it away. Top shot by Bermudez doesn't go. That's not the shot you want. He was double teamed.
No.
And obviously, when it's hot, you shoot everything, but he's cooled down now. You can't just throw up wild shots like that. The ball movement's been good by the Braves, but they just haven't been able to generate a lot of good looks. This is an experienced team, talented, skilled players.
Ooh.
They've slowly chipped away at this deficit. Foul. No foul call.
No foul, really.
Tynes.
Definitely, yeah. He's doing pretty well this game.
Yeah, Tynes has been excellent for Petaluma. He's got a couple buckets, but defensively he's so vital inside because of his height. And the Braves, they have 8 returners. It wasn't a great year for them last year, but they did have some good wins. They're 10-16 overall. We're a 12 seed in NCS Division 4, lost to Piedmont. They only had 3 seniors on that team last year, so that's why we returned so many players. Not that time for McDivitt. Another offensive board, blocked by Tynes.
Dude, Tynes on fire right now.
He's everywhere. He's raw but skilled, isn't he, Peter?
Yeah.
Peter did an excellent feature at the start of the year on the sports basketball team.
It wasn't that great.
You called George raw but skilled, and I think you're right. You're right on the head, except he's looking a little fresher, not so raw now.
No, yeah, definitely. He's starting to sink into the game here.
First year playing competitive basketball last year, was definitely raw, had his flashes of brilliance, but looking a lot better here tonight. Izette had a good look, but can't finish. Petaluma is cold in this third quarter, just 2 points.
It's rough, but also like 2 points from what's it called? Justin-Siena too.
Yeah, the only reason that Petaluma's still in the lead is the Braves struggles themselves offensively. So McDivitt's going to get to the line for 2. Braves ranked 376 in California, but that inflated just because of their good record. 7-3, Petaluma on the opposite end, played a lot better teams, 3-9. The Trojans want to go to NCS. They badly need a win here tonight. The Braves call timeout. Well, Petaluma hasn't blown this lead. The Braves haven't gone on a big run, but I don't think you can be happy with the effort from Petaluma so far. Not good offensively.
No, definitely not in this third quarter. It's toning down a little bit, but you know, who knows what they have left in the tank, really.
Right, but they have to find something right now, don't they?
They do, or else players like McDivitt will storm right through them.
and Petaluma has not come back. They have not played and won a game from behind. They've closed some deficits, but they don't play well from behind, at least so far this year. So they want to remain
ahead.
Yeah. And especially for a young team in key moments, it can be hard to play those close games.
No, definitely am. So
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
We did it again. Gosh, the chemistry, it's going to get there, folks. I promise.
One day.
Yeah, Petaluma really only has one close victory on the season. It was their best victory of the season. First round of the Rose City tournament, 51-47 over Windsor. But they haven't played a lot of close games. They haven't won a lot of close games. And they're so young. They have 3 sophomores back out there again. The Braves have slowly chipped away. McDivitt hits the first. Mentioned the other VVAL basketball games going on tonight. It's a full slate across the beautiful Vine Valley, all the way from Petaluma to American Canyon. Casa trailing Sonoma at the half, and Vintage is at American Canyon. That's a real good game. Those might be the 2 league favorites, Vintage and American Canyon, at American Canyon tonight. The Wolves already 1-0, and the Crushers already 1-0 in league play. Sullivan.
Oh,
badly
the
needed.
Tides! What a play! That was incredible.
Tides rises up into the air like a majestic falcon, soars it down, and then lays it in. Unbelievable from the senior big man. That electrified this place. McDivitt.
Definitely not raw anymore. Not tonight, at least.
No, Tides is pulling down boards. And he has been the best player for Petaluma in the second half. He's brought the badly needed energy. The Trojans have been on the
and
the
Bermudez.
Yeah. Trojans have been on the worst end of this game. Times is keeping them in this. That was a foul. They do not call it. Hey, we've got more sweat. Oh, this is a hard-fought game, and it's taking its toll on the hardwood, isn't it?
Bermudez really upset with that foul not being called there.
Yeah, frustrating second half for Bermudez. He has no points. He's used to scoring so hot in that first quarter. It opened up the game with a 4-point play. Petaluma's had the lead ever since.
Right.
Wow, the paper towels are out. We've got little kids out. This is a whole ordeal. Donahoe's shoe. Finally fixed it up. 2:07 remaining in the third quarter. Petaluma has led this whole game, but it's been a good one. 35-29 to score. Trojans only offensive foul on Donahoe. The Trojans with just 5 points in this third quarter. Both teams can go into slumps. Braves against American Canyon tied up their game against the Wolves early in the fourth, and they only scored 1 more point the rest of the fourth quarter. Trojans only scored 3 points against Santa Rosa last Friday in their loss.
Ooh.
Not that time for Tynes. Anatoni, the length of the floor. It's 35-31, the closest the lead has been since the third quarter, and all the energy on Justin-Siena's side.
Trojans only to step up their game here. You can feel the lack of energy in their play. But Perez!
Badly needed, the sharp shooting sophomore for the Trojans. He's been slower to adjust, I think, to the varsity level than Bermudez.
Right, but he is getting there, and we have seen some key plays by him.
He led the JV team in scoring last year. He's the younger brother of famous Trojan alum Ryan Perez, who is one of the best Trojan basketball players we've seen. Perez was feeling it. Ryan Perez is now at Santa Rosa Junior College, and he's second on the team in scoring.
Wow,
and
yeah.
a very good JC men's basketball team.
Right.
I think he scored 30 points a game or two ago for the SRJC.
And George Tynes there, taking it.
Tynes called for the fouls, played good defense. Donahoe lucky to get bailed out. He's been crazy tonight. He's been all kind of diving all over the floor.
Definitely, yeah.
Hasn't got a lot to go. Scored 15 points in the Braves win against St. Vincent's. He's kind of just a crazy player. He's not as poised as he is as a quarterback. Justin-Siena and Petaluma played in football VVAL. It's on our YouTube channel. If you want entertainment, Peter, if you're missing me, missing football, missing Petaluma, just bored on your Friday night, I would encourage our viewers, go onto the YouTube channel and watch the Justin-Siena Petaluma football game. Best game of the season.
That was definitely quite an exciting game.
Incredible. At Napa, homecoming for Justin-Siena. The stands were rocking like I've never seen them before. A high school football game. And the Trojans pulled out a 31-28 victory. Donahoe was brilliant in that one. Garrett Freitas even more so at 273 yards. Freitas in the audience tonight, hoping to encourage Petaluma on to a victory. Shot clock turned off for the Trojans. 28.9 left in this third quarter.
Bermuda's.
The last time you want to turn over the ball when the shot clock was turned off, they could have held to the last possession. It's been
The third quarter slowly winds down here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you know.
they couldn't end sooner.
Yeah.
For Petaluma, it's not been a good quarter, and they are lucky they've only dropped 3 points. Only 8 points scored in this third. Down to 3. The Braves need a shot off, and now they turn it over. The smattering of Brave fans that have made the 45-minute trip west were not happy about that one. That was the worst possible solution there, not getting a shot off. Izetta!
Oh!
Off the back iron. It had a chance. It was right on line. So we've reached the end of 3 here at Petaluma High School. It's the Petaluma Trojans 38, the Justin-Siena Braves 32. If you're just joining us, I'm Griffin Epstein.
And I'm Peter Canale.
We are here live at the PHS gym. History on the line here. The winner of this game is going to get the first Vine Valley Athletic League victory in school history.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see that Petaluma, though, really dominate in the second quarter. In the first quarter, has been struggling here in the second, but key plays by George Tynes has really kept them in this.
Yeah, they pieced everything together that first half and wondered, could they piece together a full game? And they haven't really played well in this third quarter. Their defense has kept them in it. Tynes was excellent, wasn't he, in that third?
No, definitely, yeah. Great on defense and offense. So they'll have to hang on by 6 points right now, and hopefully they can keep it up for this final quarter.
Can they finish? It's hard for a young team to be able to finish games, close games. The Braves have the experience. I think there's a key in this gym for Petaluma in this fourth quarter, especially if things get nervous. It is the student section.
Definitely, yeah. Quite large, probably not as big as we'd expect.
75% filled.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, they've been quiet, they've been on their phones, they've been talking to each other, they've been pretty uninterested in this one. They need to get involved because the lead has been cut to 4. The steal and the lay-in by Donahoe. 38-34. The Trojans need some energy, and the crowd here might help. Some of them standing up and trying to encourage them on. Maybe they heard me. Perez will get to the line. When you're ice cold, the free throw line might be able to help.
Definitely.
This turn from a
Perez.
Go ahead.
No, Perez has no points in the second half, I believe. So
It's been quiet.
quite, yeah.
Trojans first trip to the line in the second half. 15 foul on the Braves. Cortez will re-enter. He had some nice energy in the first half. Perez hasn't really had a high-scoring game yet this year. It's going to come from 6', 160-pound sophomore guard. He's terrific hustle, terrific handles, terrific skill. He's got the good genes as well. He's going to need a little bit more development. Alexander is re-entered. Anatoni, air ball.
Oh!
And then that one sat on the rim and didn't fall. Zachary Kiefer, the senior forward, couldn't get it to go.
Oh!
Alexander's shot won't go. Petaluma is ice cold from the field. Looked like they would easily surpass their 48 points per game they're averaging. That has not happened. likely not to happen at least. 9 points so far in the second half, but the Braves only with 13 points of their own in the second half. It's been a defensive struggle in the second half. Here's the student section making some noise. On their feet, clapping and stomping. McDivitt couldn't get the roll. He just hasn't been able to get going tonight, the Braves' leading scorer. Perez!
Oh, so close.
Nothing is going down on either side right now.
And
Players
it's a
diving on
mad
the floor.
scramble for the ball.
What an effort by Cortez there.
Definitely.
That is the energy you want to see. And the sophomores are so important. They play so much because debatably they play with a lot more energy than some of the maybe slightly jaded seniors.
Yeah, that's really key here, and it will be the key for determining this last and final quarter.
Reckless abandon many of these sophomores playing with. Head coach Scott Bears wants a timeout. 5:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Petaluma 39. Justin-Siena 34. Well, Peter, it's been a tale of two halves. These two halves have looked totally different. Some adjustments probably made in the locker room, but Bermudez hasn't scored in the second half. Perez is trying to get his shot going. Robbie Izetta, though, is a big part of this Petaluma team. He's been second on the team in scoring for much of the year. He has just 1-3, had 10 points against Hayward on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's pretty rough here for the Trojans, but they still are ahead, and they can pull out here.
The Trojans need their seniors to step up as much as we talk about how young this team is with their sophomores. They had all 4 sophomores on the court at once. They have 7 seniors on this team, including a 3-year player in Robbie Izetta, a 2-year starter in Kenny Alexander. They've played in some big moments. They are the ones that need to take the leadership. Petaluma needs a spark. The Braves will certainly be poised with their experience. Both teams looking for a first VVAL victory in this league opener for Petaluma. Trojans trying to get a much-needed 4th W of the season. The Braves looking for W number 8 to get back to 500 in VVAL play. The Trojans haven't got much in the paint. They've been swinging it around, shooting a lot of threes. Get Alexander back involved. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Perez through contact. He'll get to the line. Much needed. 16 foul on the Braves. Petaluma will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Trojans have made their 3 throws. And if you're just tuning in, feel free to leave any comments in the live chat, and we'd be happy to get to them. Let us know who's tuning in from where. We always like to know how our viewers are doing on this fine Friday night. It's a winter solstice. See if there's some magic in the air. Trojans lead by 7. 5:20 remaining. Maybe some holiday magic too. Christmas is what, 4 days away?
I believe so, yeah.
Inside, and Perez broke it up. The Braves have been unable to get much going inside the paint either. Both teams have been resigned to outside shooting. Brown couldn't hold on. Cortez gets his jersey dirty again. Another turnover for Petaluma in the second half. And a Tony up and under. What a move by Solomon Anatoni, the junior guard. The lead cut back down to 5. All the Braves need here is a run. Alexander!
Whoa!
That's what you need.
That is exactly what we need here. Turning into a 9-point game for the Trojans.
And it wasn't, as much as Alexander scored, you got to give credit to Ivan Cortez. He threw that ball way up top. Alexander used his height and just got inside. He flipped around the defender because that pass was so good. It was an easy layup. Trojans need more of that if they want to hang on. White Humphreys answers on the other end for the Braves. Halfway through this fourth, Alexander double team goes through the contact. He'll get to the line. Trojans in the 1-1 bonus, but this will be a shooting foul. Trojans will not resume VVAL play until January. They take on the Vintage Crushers on January 4th. We'll have that. That'll be a good one. Petaluma can really prove themselves that they could beat a very good Crusher team. They did beat Vintage last year on their home court, on the Crushers court, but obviously a lot younger team this year, Peter. Lead back out to 7. Petaluma's made their free throws. Forrest inside, and it is swatted out of bounds. Braves ball. David Granacci was not happy about that one, was he?
Most certainly not.
The clipboard was thrown to the ground. He's pleading with the referee. He's been frustrated with a lot of the calls tonight. It's been pretty tightly called, which is probably why he's frustrated there was no foul. Brown has slippery fingers. He's dropped another one.
Whoa.
That looked like a dog pile there. Jump ball, arrow points towards the Braves. Well, the Trojans just need to piece together a couple more stops. They could hold on here.
They could.
It was really just an excellent effort in that first quarter by them. They're trying to hold on to a lead that they built from there. They led by 13 at the end of one. The Braves have basically chipped away from that. The Trojan offense hasn't been able to keep up. Petaluma playing some tenacious defense, getting just enough at the free-throw line. It might just be enough for a hard-fought, much-needed Vine Valley Athletic League W. 3 minutes left to kill. Alexander is out, and Tynes, who had an exceptional third quarter, will re-enter. Donahoe, Humphreys, Anatoni, and McDevitt for the Braves. Tynes, Isaiah, Cortez, Perez, Bermudez for Petaluma. 3 sophomores in this key moment for the Trojans. Foul on Tynes, his second, 15th foul on Petaluma. Donahoe. Double team, a tenacious Petaluma defense. Pretty good all year long, even in some of the Trojans' losses. They've held some good teams to slow points. Anatoni's been the best offense for the Braves. He has another lay-in. Lead cut back down to 5. The Braves just haven't been able to string buckets together. Bermudez. Underclassmen abandonment a little bit too much. Dono almost gives the ball to us. You can see the Petaluma High student section. No theme here tonight. It's just been after finals. They've still been stand pretty well, been standing for this whole fourth quarter. Trying to will the Trojans to history tonight. Bermudez
three!
A monumental three-pointer for Esteban Bermudez, and the lead is 8. Is that the one we remember for Petaluma, getting their first victory in this brand new league? What a clutch shot from the sophomore. Jumper off the mark by Donahoe, and time is running out on a Brave comeback. They fought hard. They've been tenacious, but they just have not had enough scoring tonight. They had exactly 40 points against American Canyon on Wednesday, and they have the same total again. Cortez spinning, stepping back, wouldn't go. That would have put it away, got the game back to double digits. The Braves need to play with some urgency, though, if they want to win. JV team played very well for Petaluma. Timeout called by David Granucci. JV team for Petaluma. They go to 7-3, Peter, on the season. And they played with some great energy. We were seeing them. Ryan Giacomo hit a couple shots. Luke Ronshausen looked good. And JV team for Petaluma has been really good, coached by John Bears.
Right, yeah, definitely. They will be a force to look out for, yeah, sorry.
7-3. Freshman team will play tomorrow. Justin-Siena doesn't have a freshman team, but they're 5-4. There's plenty of young talent that will continue to come up for Petaluma, so I do think the future is bright with this very young team, and obviously the sophomores have been such a big part of the game here tonight.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think it says about Petaluma that it looks like they can hold on, and now they blew a lead similar to this last year against Healdsburg, so it's not over till the Fat Lady sings. But if Petaluma does get a W, what do you think that says about this team, that they did not have their best stuff in this second half, and then they could beat a Justin-Siena team that has 7 wins on the year?
It shows that they can persevere through better teams in the season. Every game is a learning experience, really. And here, I think they're really learning how to hang on in the second half and how to improve their game when they're tired.
Right, and I think conditioning obviously something they need to work on, because it feels like almost every single game there's a dip in play when they go in the second half, and unless it's the other team making adjustments and Petaluma not, I don't know what else it could be.
Right.
That might be an interesting question to ask the star of the game after. We'll talk to a Petaluma player. Maybe we might talk to head coach Scott Barris. Petaluma can hold on for a victory as well. It'll be interesting to ask why Trojans have struggled so much more in the second half. They started games well. They haven't finished. The Braves are running too much clock. It's down to 8, and Tony kicks it. And the little baseline J is good. Zachary Kiefer has a couple buckets. Lead is 6. Trojans need to take care of the ball here. I think the Braves need to foul. There's a 9-second differential between shot clock and game clock, and now they foul. They took too much time off the clock. The Trojans have shot excellent free throws. This is a free-throw game now. Petaluma just needs to hit. It's shots from the charity stripe. They've been near perfect tonight. The Braves taking a little bit too much time there to foul. Maybe we're trying for the turnover. Alexander will re-enter for Tynes. Tynes is not a good free-throw shooter. Well, Tynes has been the best player in the second half for Petaluma. Big pressure for Bermudez. He misses it. Clark nearly pulled down a board. Hard-fought effort by the always fighting captain for the Trojans. It's been pretty quiet tonight. Do the Braves need a 3 or a quick go with a quick 2 here, Peter?
Honestly, I'd say a quick 2 here, because they really have to get in and out as fast as they can.
Yeah, Justin-Siena agreed with you, but they can't finish, and Dono has to foul Bermudez again. Shot clock turned off. 9th team foul on the Braves, so the Trojans still on the 1-1, but the next foul, Petaluma will be in the double bonus. Trojans just need to make their free throws, and they will go to 1-0 in league play. A big accomplishment. Bermudez rims out again. The Braves have to go super fast now.
16-15 seconds on the clock.
Spinning, turning, tough shot. It doesn't go. Clark pulls down the rebound. He gets it to Izetta. He's going to be fouled, but that looks like it's going to do it.
No, there's no way they can come back. Trojans pulling out first victory in their first VVAL, making history here at the Petaluma Gym.
Huge statement made. Hard-fought Justin-Siena team. An experienced team that will certainly get some Vine Valley Athletic League wins and challenge maybe league favorite American Canyon. Petaluma has controlled this game, and they really haven't even played a great second half, but they're going to hold on and do just enough to hold on for a victory here tonight. Go to 1-0 in league play, and they want to compete for a league pennant. It won't be easy, but it's a double bonus as Izetta misses the first. They're showing they've got a shot to hang with everyone. You gotta learn to win when you're young. Trojans are learning to win with their 4th victory here tonight. Trojans suddenly can't make their free throws. 5 seconds are left. McDivitt will fire away. Off the mark, and that will do it. The final score here from the Petaluma High School Gym. The Trojans 48, the Braves 42, and Petaluma gets a hard-fought first VVAL victory of win is a win. They played very well in the first half.
Very well,
and that
yeah.
was enough for a victory. Trojans go to 4-9 overall. The Braves fall to 7-2. We're going to have an interview in just a moment, so stay right here. Testing, testing. Testing. You hear me? Cool. All right. George, we're ready for you. You come right here. Sit down. Yeah. All right. We are here with George Tynes after the Trojans get their first VVAL victory. What did that mean? Start with a clean slate and you open up league with a W.
It means it feels good because we had a lot of hardship in preseason. You know, it just feels good to get that first dub in the league.
You guys didn't play your best basketball in the second half, but you were the one player that had excellent energy. You had a spectacular rebound and putback. You had a couple blocks. How were you able to bring that energy when everyone else on the team seemed to be just on cruise control?
Man, I just had enough losing, man. I did what I did, and I did what I had to do, and it ended up good.
You started as a very raw player last year. You've really started to develop. How have you improved as a player? And have you stayed focused in, and has that process been hard?
No, it has not been hard. You know, putting in work every day at practice. When I come on the court, everything outside of the world is off. It's all about basketball when I come on the court.
You guys get your first victory. You have another game tomorrow night. How do you, now that you guys have proved that you can win, how do you keep that momentum going, especially through what will be a taxing league play?
It depends on his energy. If we have the same energy we have today, Nevada won't stand a chance. Simple.
Thank you so much, George. Congratulations on the victory. That was George Tynes. He had 8 points today. He still's got the energy. He's walking around clapping. He was hugging his parents after the game. You can press stop recording on there, Peter. There is a lot of energy in that young man, and when the seniors did not have their best game tonight, George Tynes stepped up in that second half and had a huge game and really helped to keep the Trojans afloat. He was huge defensively. Trojans were very good defensively tonight, limiting Petaluma to 42 points, and he kept Petaluma afloat in that second half when they didn't have it. He has really developed as a player. He's becoming a key part of this Trojan roster. We're going to wait for head coach Scott Bears. You can just put those down. We're going to wait for head coach Scott Bears. He will come out in just a moment. Peter, can you ask if Michael would like to come over? Michael! All right, Michael Barabal, who's the Trojans Director of Basketball Development, is going to join me, and we'll talk about tonight's game as the Trojans go to 1-0 in VVAL play. If you didn't miss it, the girls' soccer team also victorious tonight as they knocked off the Justin-Siena Braves 7-0. There's Michael Barabal. He's the guy that's Director of Basketball Operations. Yes. Is that right? All right. And well, Petaluma, they look really good in that first half. Maybe not as good in the second, but a W is a W, especially in league play, right?
Yeah, you know, you get to say you're 1-0 in league play. You know, you forget about the preseason record, and it's definitely a good start. We played well. We hit shots, we rebounded. It's a good sign. We had a really good practice last night coming in, so I think it definitely translated on the court tonight.
Yeah, first quarter, I mean, everything was going right. Esteban Bermudez was on fire, but it really looked like the whole team was in rhythm. I mean, you've been around the team all year. Was that the best quarter that you've seen the team play, and how do they replicate that?
It was one of the best. I mean, they know what's coming. They know they're in league play. played a really tough league preseason schedule. I mean, you're playing the top dogs in the NBL. You know, you played a really good team in San Marin from the MCAL. You know, they knew, and I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think any other team in our league has played as tough schedules we have. But that's the great thing. You go into the league, you see what happens. I think everyone's going to be up with everyone. You know, there's not going to be a top dog. You know, Casa Grande, they won tonight, so. And honestly, I didn't expect that. So, you know, we're 1-0. We'll just see what happens. Go from there.
Yeah, it should be a taxing league schedule. They had a lot of energy in the first half, not so much in the second. How do you think they kind of put the games together? They're probably vintage American Canyon, Casa, maybe a little bit more talented than Justin-Siena. They might need that energy for a full game. How do you? Feels like especially they struggle in the second half of games.
Yeah, and you know they were really excited for this. I mean, a Friday night game at home. You know, you had a nice crowd here tonight, and you know, it's interesting. I talk about this with some of the other coaches. Last year we were a great second half team. This year we're a great first half team.
Right, yeah.
It's that idea that we have to put 4 quarters together, and honestly, I don't think we have yet. I think we're getting there, and it's just the right time to be getting there. So if we can do it tomorrow, we'll have a nice break. We'll come back with, I think, vintage at the beginning of the month. And I think we're going to be going guns blazing. You know, don't count Petaluma out.
No, we're excited to put it all together. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate it. Again, Trojans will be taking on the Nevada Hornets tomorrow night, so you don't want to miss that. I'm going to go grab head coach Scott Bears. If you want to sit down, Peter, and entertain everyone for just a moment, you can take that off, yeah. No, you talking to this. Yeah, Peter's going to keep you entertained, and then we're going to talk to the head coach of the Trojans, Scott Bears, and get his thoughts on the Trojans' VVAL opener here on this Friday night.
All right, hi. Peter Canale here. Trojan Live. Yeah. Good game by the Trojans here. Really fun playing basketball. I don't know, I'll figure out something to talk about. Yeah, so winter break now, pretty exciting. Winter solstice tonight too. Shortest day of the year. Definitely feel it. Pitch black outside. If you have any comments or something in the chat, please drop it. Feel free to answer. Yeah, I'm still going. I can't think of anything to say though, as Griffin Epstein goes to find head coach Scott Bears. He has been really key in the Trojans today, especially with a young team. They're really trying. He's really been a key figure of leadership, obviously, here. Lovely night indeed. 4 people now, more than 3. So in case you didn't know, Trojans won this game 48-42. Esteban Bermudez here in the second half. Trojans played a lot of their sophomores tonight. I think they had all 4 at once at one point too. They've been really key in this team. I don't know what to say, wow. Yeah. Come in tomorrow, as I believe they play Novato before they take a break and come back facing Vintage in the first week of January. Here comes Griffin Epstein, and with Coach Bears, get prepared for them. This has been Peter Canale, Trojan Live.
Oh, you just sign off there?
I did just.
Peter did a fancy sign off. What a pro. I'm afraid you're gonna unplug something, so, oh yeah, you can take that. Alright, we are here with the head coach of the Trojans, Scott Bears. If you guys get your first VVAL victory, how important was this victory for the season after the tough pre-league?
Yeah, you know, you get in the league and you try and develop the mindset that you're back to 0-0. All right, so it's good. You kind of a fresh start. It was a good game for us. You know, we came out hot in the first half. We were hitting some tough shots, hitting some contested shots. Offense was flowing. Second half, shots stop going down a little bit, so we kind of rely on our defense. And I think that's the most encouraging part about this win is the fact we were able to rely on our defense, push them into tough shots, limit them to 1 shot per possession, and then go try and capitalize on the other end. Now, that's definitely something to build on. So yeah, it's good to start off 1-0.
You guys were so good in that first half offensively, and that's been similar against Hayward and Santa Rosa, but you struggled in the second half. Why is this team so far been a first half team, and how do you make the team, especially offensively, have complete games?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably a stance for the opposition where they're making some nice adjustments in that locker room, and they're maybe getting a hold of our sets. So it kind of means that we have to be a little more controlled and work our motions a little better, where it's a little harder to scout our motions. So we have to go back to our motions, maybe get a little more active off the ball, create some easier shots, and hopefully that takes a lid off the rim.
Lastly, this team showed they can be competitive in this brand new, more challenging league than SCL. How competitive do you guys think you could be, and how far do you think you can go in the VVAL?
You know, I've been saying I think that the VVAL is a very balanced league. There's no powerhouses and there's no weak links. So I think every night that any team steps on the floor in this league, it's going to be a close game. So we plan on being competitive all the way through, and if we can keep our heads and stay focused and stick to a game plan and play 32 minutes of solid basketball, I think we have a chance to be pretty successful here.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations on the victory. That was head coach Scott Bears. Peter, you want to join me here? You know, press record on there. Peter Canal is going to join me to wrap it up as the Trojans get a 48-42 victory, their first Vine Valley Athletic League victory in school history. Just based on as much as how big the victory was as we talked, just the history is pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. You know, first time for the Petaluma, it must be very exciting for them, obviously, and they will have a lot of confidence, I think, going into the game tomorrow against Novato.
Yeah, that's a perfect segue for all of you tuning in. Do not forget, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., same time, tip the Novato Hornets. They're a good team. They've played close. It should be a really good game, and it should be really interesting to see if Petaluma can continue the energy and continue to get W's and make it 2 in a row, something they haven't done all year, tomorrow night. So don't forget to tune in, Petaluma Novato, Saturday night, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It should be another good atmosphere as well. I want to thank Alex Fabian Davies for doing a great job on camera. Peter, it was a pleasure to anchor with you. That will do it here for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's Alex. I'm Griffin Epstein. For everyone here at Trojan Live, the final score, Petaluma 48, Justin-Siena 42. Good night.